Blowing this, explosive new book claims Melania lashed out at Donald Trump's COVID response. Former First Lady Melania Trump was convinced her husband was screwing up his COVID response, an explosive new book claims. According to New York Times White House correspondent Peter Baker and New Yorker writer and CNN Global Affairs analyst Susan Glasser, Mrs. Trump confronted the ex-president during the pandemic, and accused him of not doing enough to protect citizens. The Divider, Trump in the White House, 2017 to 2021, which will be released next week, claims the First Lady was rattled by the coronavirus and convinced that Trump was screwing up, CNN reports, and that she even called former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie for help in persuading the president to take the COVID threat seriously. Mrs. Trump allegedly told Trump, "You're blowing this," insisting that this is serious. "It's going to be really bad, and you need to take it more seriously than you're taking it." However, the authors report the president simply dismissed his wife's concerns, telling her to forget about it and that you worry too much. The book also includes a string of other bombshell revelations about Trump's presidency, including fears within the government that he would approve a strike against Iran or ignite nuclear war with North Korea towards the end of his term, a scenario the writers described as frighteningly possible. It also describes the widespread fears held by White House insiders over the future of the U.S. as a result of the instability and chaos of Trump's presidency. The release of the book comes amid fevered speculation Trump is poised to announce a second bid for the presidency, with sources claiming he could announce plans to run in 2024 as soon as November, after the midterm elections. It's not the first time Melania Trump has made headlines in recent months, with the mother of one setting tongues wagging back in May after hinting at a potential White House return during an interview with Fox and Friends weekend co-host Pete Hegseth. She also told Fox she had never been given the honor of gracing the cover of fashion Bible Vogue as First Lady, blaming the slight on political bias. "They are biased, and they have likes and dislikes, and it's so obvious," Mrs. Trump said. "And I think American people and everyone see it, and I have much more important things to do, and I did in the White House, than being on the cover of Vogue. People I see always criticize me, whatever I do, and I'm used to that. I move forward, and I'm here, helping people, and that is the mission." For Trump to be eligible to run for president again in 2024, he will need to win the Republican presidential nomination, and officially, the campaign for that role doesn't begin until after the U.S.'s midterm elections in November 2022. that is the mission. For Trump to be eligible to run for president again in 2024, he will need to win the Republican presidential nomination, and officially, the campaign for that role doesn't begin until after the U.S.'s midterm elections in November 2022.